In times of crisis, whether it's a natural disaster, economic collapse, or widespread food shortages, governments often step in to manage resources and ensure public safety. One of the most critical commodities they may control is food, particularly non-perishable items like canned goods. These foods are staples for survival due to their long shelf life, nutritional value, and ease of storage. However, certain canned foods are more likely to be prioritized by authorities during emergencies because of their importance to sustaining populations. If you're preparing for uncertain times, understanding which canned foods might become government-controlled can help you stockpile wisely while avoiding potential confiscation or rationing. Below, we'll explore 10 canned foods the government could seize during a crisis, why these items are targeted, and what you can do to protect your family. Before diving into the list, let's address the elephant in the room. Why would governments take control of food supplies? Public safety. Ensuring equitable distribution prevents hoarding and ensures everyone has access to basic necessities. Resource allocation. Governments need to prioritize feeding vulnerable populations, such as children, the elderly, and low-income families. Maintaining order, panic buying, and scarcity can lead to civil unrest. Controlling food supplies helps maintain stability. Strategic stockpiling. Certain foods are essential for military operations, emergency shelters, and humanitarian aid efforts. Understanding this context sheds light on why specific canned foods are at risk of being seized. Now let's break down the top 10. 1. Canned meat. Chicken, beef, turkey. Why it's targeted. Canned meats are protein powerhouses, providing essential nutrients that sustain energy and muscle health. They're also versatile ingredients for countless recipes. Government prioritization. High demand during crises due to their ability to replace fresh meat. Critical for feeding large groups quickly in emergency shelters, often used in military rations and humanitarian aid packages. What you can do. Stock up early and consider alternative proteins like dried lentils or freeze-dried meats, which are less likely to attract attention. Canned fish like tuna, salmon, and sardines are often targeted for their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. Tuna and salmon in particular are popular due to their taste and nutritional benefits. Governments prioritize these foods because they are affordable sources of healthy fats and protein, making them perfect for mass distribution. They are also compact and easy to transport, which is ideal for relief efforts. To avoid drawing suspicion, it's wise to purchase smaller quantities over time. You might also consider lesser-known options like mackerel or anchovies, which offer similar benefits. Canned vegetables such as green beans, corn, and peas are targeted because they provide vital micronutrients and fiber, which help prevent malnutrition during prolonged emergencies. Governments prioritize these vegetables because they are widely consumed and affordable, making them practical for widespread distribution. They are commonly included in school lunch programs and food banks. If possible, grow your own vegetables and preserve the excess produce through home canning. Alternatively, you can focus on less common veggies like okra or artichokes. Canned fruits, including peaches, pears, and pineapple, are targeted for their natural sugars, vitamins, and hydration, which offer both nutrition and morale boosts in stressful situations. Governments use these fruits to combat vitamin deficiencies in vulnerable populations. They are distributed in schools, hospitals, and shelters to improve dietary variety. You can opt for dehydrated fruits or grow fruit trees and bushes if space allows. Freeze-dried fruits are another excellent option with a long shelf life. Canned soups and stews. Why are these targeted? Well, these ready-to-eat meals combine protein, carbs, and vegetables in one convenient package, making them perfect for quick nourishment. They are ideal for emergency response teams, field workers, and displaced individuals. They are easy to distribute en masse without requiring additional preparation. So, what can you do? Make homemade soups and stews, then freeze or pressure can them for personal use. This avoids reliance on commercial products. Canned beans, such as black beans, kidney beans, and chickpeas. Why are these targeted? Beans are calorie-dense, affordable, and packed with protein and fiber. They form the backbone of many diets worldwide. Essential for feeding large populations economically, they are frequently distributed through food assistance programs. What can you do? Buy dried beans instead of canned versions, as they're cheaper and harder to track. Learn how to cook them efficiently using minimal fuel. Canned tomatoes and tomato products like sauce and paste. Why are these targeted? Tomatoes are foundational ingredients in countless cuisines. Their acidity also makes them valuable for preserving other foods. Crucial for creating balanced meals in institutional settings, they are often requested by organizations running soup kitchens and community pantries. So, what can you do? Grow tomatoes and preserve them yourself. Home-canned sauces and pastes are cost-effective and customizable. Condensed milk and evaporated milk. Why are these targeted? Well, these dairy alternatives have an incredibly long shelf life and serve multiple purposes, from baking to, being used as a coffee creamer. The government prioritizes these products because they're important for infants, young children, and those who can't consume fresh milk. Plus, they are often used in institutional kitchens and humanitarian aid missions. So what can you do? One option is to store powdered milk instead, which takes up less space and lasts even longer. Alternatively, you could learn to make condensed milk substitutes at home. Canned pasta meals like ravioli and SpaghettiOs are targeted because they appeal to all age groups and require no additional cooking, making them highly desirable during crises. Popular among children and families, they ensure broad acceptance and are convenient for emergency responders and temporary housing facilities. What you can do is prepare your own pasta meals in bulk and freeze portions for later use. This reduces dependency on branded products. Canned baby formula is targeted because infants rely entirely on formula if breastfeeding isn't an option. Shortages can have devastating consequences for families. Strict regulations govern its distribution to ensure infant safety, making it a priority item for emergency response and healthcare providers. If applicable, consult pediatricians about safe alternatives, such as donor milk or specialized formulas. Always keep a backup supply at home. While governments aim to protect citizens, seizures can disrupt personal preparedness plans. Here's how to safeguard your stockpile. Blend in by avoiding conspicuous purchases and spreading out buying habits over months rather than stocking up all at once. Diversify supplies by incorporating less obvious alternatives like dried goods and freeze-dried foods alongside traditional canned items. Learn skills like canning, drying, and fermenting to create your own long-lasting food reserves. Keep supplies hidden or camouflaged to reduce visibility during inspections or raids. Work with neighbors to share resources and avoid attracting unwanted attention. The prospect of the government seizing canned foods during a crisis underscores the importance of proactive preparation. By identifying high-priority items and diversifying your approach, you can build a resilient stockpile that minimizes risk. Remember, the goal isn't just to survive, it's to thrive despite adversity. So ask yourself, are you ready to adapt and secure your family's future? Share your thoughts below on how you plan to prepare for unforeseen challenges. Together, we can strengthen our communities and face whatever comes next. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep prepping.